Hey everyone, it's Blake here from ChessPathways.com, doing some more Blitz battles today, playing some 3-minute Blitz with a 2-second increment. And I chose to go for the French defense in this game, trying to mix it up a little bit, playing some openings I don't usually play, but White's playing this offbeat setup with d3 and queen e2, which I know essentially nothing about, so I'm already on my own. So let's think about this. So their threat is e takes d5, and we can't take back with the e-pawn. I guess I could take with the queen, but then knight c3... what about knight f6 here? I guess again you probably take. I'm not sure if that's so great for me. Let's go ahead and take on e4. Okay. Not used to being on my own on move 4. Let's go ahead and play bishop c5. Bishop c5. If queen b5, just knight d7. It's not a concern. I guess I could play e5, and we just get this totally symmetrical pawn structure. That's another option. And this queen is kind of awkward on e2, taking away a lot of the squares here from the bishop. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and play knight d7, defend my bishop. Next, I might want to play... Well, I might want to play knight f6. I'm still worried about e5 at least a little bit. Let's play c6 first, kick this queen away. The queen is still kind of short on good squares. Okay, b3, it's kind of awkward there. Although I guess it, helps prevent my bishop from moving. So now knight f6 is fine. You can't push e5 anymore. Okay, maybe trying to renew the idea to play e5. Even still, I don't really care too much, because I might just play knight g4, queen c7. I wonder if I can even pick up that pawn if you push. So let's castle. Let's get this king out of here. And I might play e5 and equalize in space. Queen b6 could be an idea in some cases. In any case, I don't think this early queen e2 setup looks too scary. Okay, bishop g5. Let's go ahead and ask the bishop what it's doing there. Make it commit one way or the other. Okay, so now I can always break the pin if I want to. e5 is a threat here. Bishop e7 is a consideration. Queen c7 is a consideration. I kind of like queen c7. Just breaking the pin. You can't double my pawns or anything, so seems to make sense. And now if you play bishop g3, I think I just play bishop d6 there, and you can't play e5. So that looks fine to me. Okay, knight d2. I'm really considering just playing b5, even thinking about playing a5, a4. I kind of like this idea, just because your queen is kind of... It feels awkward to me on b3. So okay, I'm going to force it to move. Bishop d6 is fine as long as you can't play e5. And I'd like to expand here if I can do so safely. This also gives this bishop a good diagonal, possibly, if I can ever play like c5, bishop e7. I just have to make sure to do so safely. Okay. Oh, aha, so I have to take with the pawn because of e5, right? Nonetheless, I mean, I get the pair of bishops. I don't think I'm going to get mated or anything. The king doesn't look in danger here. Okay, and you do castle long. You castle right into my pawn storm. Interesting. So, okay, do I just play b4, c5? Do I play a5 first? All of these are kind of considerations. If I play c5, you might be greedy and take on b5. I'm not sure if I should really allow that. Let's play a5 first, because I might want to play b4 with tempo, then a4... I still want to make c5 work if I can, just to open this bishop up. But I don't know, this looks interesting. I'm not too worried about my potentially vulnerable king here. Okay, so bishop e2. Could even play bishop a6, intending c5 or something. Lots of good choices here. What happens on b4? If b4... Queen b3, I just play a4. Queen c4, I play bishop a6. Let's play b4. I know I'm giving up control of c4, but I guess I kind of have to. Okay, you get the tempo on this pawn, but I can play bishop f4. Queen still has no good squares. Queen d4 runs into c5, and I keep expanding. And I think you have to play queen d4, right? There's no other... Yeah, okay, so now c5... Okay, now bishop a6, and this just wins, I think, doesn't it? Your queen just has no... Look at the bishops. The two bishops are so strong in this position. And you can't defend your e2 bishop, right? I guess you have to take on a6, but surely that's winning for me. Maybe in Blitz it's hard to prove, but it's got to be winning. I got 40 seconds on my clock. Let's see if I can convert this. Okay, thankfully I can play c4 because the knight's pinned, which really helps out, because now c3 and I break through, and this looks super pleasant for me. Takes, knight b3, probably just a4 and queen b6, forking the bishop and king, so you can't go for that. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go ahead and I guess just trade off some stuff. Trade off the knight. You gotta take. Okay. Okay, let's start trying to bust through. Maybe rook a8? Rook a8 and queen a5 looks pretty devastating. Oh, I see, and you want your bishop to defend everything. Okay. Maybe I'll just take on f2. I've just got to play fast enough, that's the key. I probably don't want to take on g2 unless I'm really sure that it's okay. Okay, let's play queen a7. Yeah, it's kind of annoying your light bishop can defend everything over there. Okay, you're threatening b4. Do you have any good discoveries? Probably not. I positioned the bishop kind of 4 squares away from the knight, where it controls all the squares. Sorry, 3 squares away from the knight, kind of a common pattern. Bishop controls all the possible squares the knight could advance to. Okay, let's defend that. Could take on h2 and be greedy. I don't see why not. Oh, but then you play bishop. You play g3 to trap me, and then if I take, you have rook g1. That's kind of a nice indirect trapping of the bishop. I gotta watch out for that. Rook a8, I'm not sure how effective it's going to be because your bishop's just going to defend a3. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe I'll sack the exchange at the right moment. That's also an idea. And I can walk the king out to e7. I think it should be totally safe on e7. Let's sack the exchange. I just feel like this is very promising. Maybe not objectively right, but I also only have, a few seconds on my clock, so I want to make sure that I can that I can break through. Maybe this wasn't best. I don't think you're gonna mate me though. I could totally regret this. Okay. Yeah, maybe I misplayed this, huh? What happens on b3? I just have no time. No time at all. Let's play b3. See what happens. This is probably all messed up now. You probably have some perpetual check or even possibly a checkmate. See what I can do. Yeah, so I take here. You have to take here. I might just be lost. Okay. Walk out. And I guess I should consider myself lucky if all you have is a perpetual. Okay, but of course you're not going to be satisfied with that. So okay, a3. Okay, let's just go for this now. Oh, but you can just, yeah, this is probably lost. I'm just going to try to make it work here with the pawns, but I doubt it can. Okay. See, if you push g5 and you only have one pawn left on the board, I bet I can still draw this. But I'm not thrilled about it, of course. The knight is kind of stuck. It has to play defensive duty for this pawn, unless you want to bring the king over. Okay, and now, as long as I can pick up this g-pawn... Well, I guess I'm in Zugzwang. That's the problem. Okay. No, it's lost, right? Although, is there any possibility you have to, like, stalemate the king or something? Probably not, no. Here, push, takes, and my king is forced out. Okay. This is why my Blitz rating's so low, by the way. I'll go ahead and resign. I played terrible under time pressure. All right, let's take a look, though. That was an interesting opening, at least. We can take a look. Let's see, self-analysis. All right, so I had the black pieces. Sorry, black pieces, e46, d3, d5, queen e2. I wonder how often people play this, if this is something like out of one of those secret of opening surprises books, or what's going on. Okay, people play this. Interesting. This is a legitimate way. I guess it is just kind of a King's Indian attack. Not the move order I'm used to when people play the Kia. But it makes sense because black has to immediately worry about the capture on d5. So okay, knight f6 is common. I kind of overthought this moment a bit. Probably could have used those seconds for more critical moments. Also, d takes c4, the move I played, is fine. Takes. Really? No one's played bishop c5? How often has this position been played? Quite a bit. Okay, e5 is popular, just stabilizing space. That makes sense, trying to kind of point out the queen's misplaced on e2. But no one plays bishop c5. Interesting. It's not a tactical blunder, is it? Unless I'm missing something, because queen b5 doesn't work. I feel like the queen is kind of awkward there. Am I just totally... Let me check with the computer, because if literally no one's played it out of hundreds of games, maybe I'm missing something. No, it's not a blunder. Okay, interesting. Okay, queen b5 check, knight d7. And I was kind of happy with this. You know, even though you get to double the pawns, which I kind of missed, even here, I don't know if it's such a big deal. I have two strong bishops. I'm going to kind of pawn storm you on the queen side. And I don't think my king is very vulnerable. So castle long, a5. I think this all makes sense. And b4 was a good move here, I believe. And this is a great illustration of the power of two bishops. The bishop on f4 is so strong, the other bishop shows up on a6. And your queen's just getting harassed all over the place. I knew it was awkward, this whole queen e2, queen b5 idea, and I really exploited it well here. Queen d4, c5, bishop a6. And I get a winning position by force. And the rest was horrible. I let white get way too much counterplay, way more than they deserve. So let's go ahead and see if we can kind of pinpoint where I went wrong. Certainly this is right. This is good. This should still be winning. Maybe taking on f2 is totally unnecessary. And the exchange sack is probably totally unnecessary. This is all fine, I believe. And then why did I try to get fancy here and sack the exchange? I kind of got married to this idea just because I was frustrated that you're defending a2 and I wanted to stop you. But if I just play a sane move like bishop e7, I'm certainly still totally winning. I just kind of made a bad move in time trouble because I thought that my only chance to win is checkmate, which is a stupid way to think. There's a 2-second increment, so it's not like I'm going to lose on time. Yeah, just, you know, if I don't lose my my rationality here for a second and play bishop e7, should still be winning. Instead, I let white, you know, bust open the f-file. I have no clue why, and they made me pay. I would hope in a tournament I would not do something like this, but Blitz is often said to be kind of a test of your instincts, and here my instincts failed me. Very important lesson, by the way. I get a lot of questions from my students about, you know, I got this winning position, but I didn't win it. And a lot of them get frustrated because you can't really learn this out of a book. There's no book or no, you know, follow these 10 guidelines and you'll always win your winning positions. You have to learn it through trial and error. Of course, there are some guidelines to follow, you know, avoid unnecessary complications. I certainly failed that test in this game. You know, all other things equal, it's better to exchange pieces when you're winning because you get closer to the winning endgame. There's some general maxims to follow, but it really comes down to practice. So definitely, this would be a good one to practice, going all the way back here possibly to move 20. If you'd like, set this position up against a computer, practice playing it until you can win with black, and hopefully you do better than I did. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please make sure you visit chesspathways.com and get signed up there. It's totally free, only takes 5 seconds. And I will send you a free move-by-move guide to chess thinking when you sign up. It took me way too long to become a chess master, and I want to help you do it in a fraction of the time. Thank you, and I will see you there.